What's going on, guys? It's Heath with Nonstop Progress, and today I'm going to show you my full prehab routine that I use to prevent injuries. Prehabilitation exercises are used to prevent injuries. As you know, I've had a good string of injuries in the past. I just recently broke my arm and I broke my foot. Doing these exercises are going to be vital in helping you prevent injuries long term. Rehabilitation exercises and prehabilitation exercises are the exact same thing. The only difference is that you do them before you get injured so that you prevent those injuries that you're doing the rehab for. The point of doing prehabilitation exercises is to activate those muscle groups that don't get that much focus. Muscle groups that are overlooked become more weak. That's why it's important to do prehab exercises that target those muscles that are not usually worked. Examples of these muscle groups are the glutes, adductors, and groins. And the first exercise in this routine is going to be clam shells. The clamshell exercise is used to activate the gluteus minimus. The gluteus minimus is really important because it helps to stabilize your hips and your pelvis. You want to make sure that you're doing about 3 rounds of each of these exercises. You want to do about 10 reps for these clamshells on each leg. The next exercise is going to help you activate your abductors. Abductors are the muscles outside your legs, kind of like your IT band. Your abductors help lateral movements. Soccer is a game of many change of directions, so you want to make sure that these muscles are very much activated. Not having strong abductors is a really big problem because you change direction so many times within the game. Your LCL is your tendon outside your knee. So if your abductors are weak, then your LCL is taking all of the tension. And then if your abductors and your LCL are weak, then that might even pose risk of injury. And I'd also like to let you know that you can't strengthen your LCL, so you better be strengthening your abductors. You should do about 20 reps and 3 sets of this exercise. The next exercise in this routine is going to be fire hydrants. With fire hydrants, you're trying to activate your gluteus medius. When your gluteus medius is too tight, it can pose lower back issues. In the vast majority of soccer players, the gluteus medius is super tight. So doing these type of exercises will help you to loosen up and gain more mobility and maybe even more agility. When these muscles are tight, it disturbs the force distribution on your hip and your lower back, which stimulates your central nervous system, which generates pain. The second to last exercise is the single leg glute bridge. The single leg glute bridge's purpose is to activate your gluteus maximus. The vast majority of soccer players have trouble activating their gluteus maximus. When your gluteus maximus doesn't fire and activate, it can cause a lot of problems on your quads and your hamstrings. Not only is this a good prehab exercise, this is also a really good functional exercise to help the functionality between your hips and your glutes. Many people have tight hip flexors as well. This exercise can also help with that. Making sure your form is correct on this exercise is vital. Making sure that you force your weight into the ground through your heel is also very important. This exercise helps to activate all the muscles that we just isolated. I call this exercise the figure T. This exercise has a supine spine twist with an IT band stretch. This exercise also targets the abductors as well as the hips and the hamstrings. These exercises are really important to do the day after a game to help promote blood circulation. This video's purpose is to show you just a few prehab exercises. There are many more prehab exercises that you should do depending on what injuries you've had in the past. Copenhagen's are a really good exercise to help strengthen your adductors. There's a million YouTube videos online about what Copenhagen's are and demonstrations of them. These exercises are personally my favorites because I've had so many glute, hamstring, and hip injuries in the past. Prehab exercises that you do are dependent upon the history of injuries that you've had. The reason for this is because injuries leave scar tissue, and doing prehab exercises help to lubricate that area and promote healing. Check out the link in the description to the Nonstop Progress store. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to Nonstop Progress YouTube for weekly soccer and fitness content. Peace.